Hello, genealogists. This is Craig, and this is Just Genealogy. And it's time for new books at Heritage Books for the week of 18th June, 2023. So a book that we've just brought back into print is The Fry's Rebellion, 1798 to 99, an armed resistance to the house tax law passed by Congress July 9th, 1798. In Bucks and Northampton counties, Pennsylvania, by W.W.H. Davis. So in February 1779, John Fry's had several hundred men from Bucks and Northampton counties in an uprising protesting the house tax Congress had passed the preceding summer in anticipation of war with France. This would be what will be referred to as the quasi-war with France, which occurs a little bit later on. Fry's was ultimately convicted of treason and sentenced to death, but was pardoned by President Adams. This book provides quite a detailed history of the affair, naming many of the participants and giving biographical data on them. It is based on interviews with Daniel Fry's son of John and several other eyewitnesses, as well as numerous public and private records. The author was the publisher of the Doylestown Democrat newspaper and wrote several historical works, including A History of Bucks County, Pennsylvania. It's been out of print for a while for us, and I'm just glad to see it come back. It's sort of like one of the forgotten things in early state history of Pennsylvania. Everybody remembers the Whiskey Rebellion, but few people remember Fry's Rebellion. I'm always trying to bring the records of the colony of New Plymouth in New England back into print, and we successfully brought back Volume 6, which is Court Orders 1678 to 1691. This is a multi-volume set, which I think we only have one left to bring back into print, but this one, as you can imagine, is just full of court orders for this period. And it's I'll call it a niche acquired taste. But if you're interested in Plymouth, it's definitely a must, this series by Shirleaf. The next book we have is part of a multi-volume set of the Essex Genealogist that we have. We've been reprinting their volumes for several years. Volume 18 had gone out of print, 1998. And it deals with the issues of Groveland and the Hardys, Quaker meetings in Essex County, early residents of Nahant, and some research in progress for Hugh Alley of Lynn and his descendants, William Bassett family of Lynn, Marblehead in New Jersey, Isaac Hart and Samuel Hart, and the Hood family of Lynn. There are probably 22, 23 volumes of this series, and most all of them are in print. There's still a few of them out of print, and we'll bring them back into print one by one as we can. And then finally, another book that we brought back into print, and I'll be happy to find additional volumes to it in our manuscript collection, which is on the second floor and in pretty much great disarray. It just, who has time to put things in order? They sort of got dropped off by the movers a while back, like 7 or 8 years back. I work on it as I can. But this is the New Hampshire Genealogical Record, which was a quarterly magazine devoted to genealogy, history, and biography in New Hampshire, and the editor was Charles W. Tibbetts. And this volume, which is actually 2 volumes, Volume 1, which is 1903 to 1904, and Volume 2, which is 1904 to 1905, they deal with the Friends Records meeting in Dover, New Hampshire, specifically marriages, Dover tax rate in 1648, Newcastle Genealogical Records, meaning the town tax of 1720, the island side list, and then births, marriages, and deaths. And then the New Jersey's indebtedness to New Hampshire. There is from Portsmouth, the Strawberry Bank Land Grants and Deeds, subscription list 1658 to 1666 and 1671, and gravestone inscriptions in Point of Graves Cemetery. For Rye, there is births, marriages, and deaths, and for Stratham, there are births, marriages, and deaths also. So I was very happy to bring this book back into print because we have so little stuff on New Hampshire available to us. The only worst state among the colonial states is Vermont. Of course, that wasn't a state, that was a country. So this has been Craig. This has been New Books at Heritage Books for this week. Look forward to hearing from you about them and look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you so much.